It's outrageous that you can do everything right and still end up with a bill for your meds that you just can't afford. But you can save money on prescriptions. I'm going to show you 6 ways how. Pharmaceutical coupons are different than coupons at, say, the grocery store. We're not talking about saving you 50 cents on a box of mac and cheese. It's common for these coupons to save you as much as 80%. That could be hundreds of dollars. So how do you find them? Check out GoodRx and SingleCare. You search the drug you need on their websites or their apps, and you see what coupons are available at pharmacies near you. SingleCare is a WorkMoney partner. You can sign up with them through our website. It's totally free to sign up. And GoodRx is also free. You can go check them out. Also, ask your doctor and pharmacy for manufacturers' coupons or programs. Sometimes the pharmacy has a sign-up program direct with the drug manufacturer that you can't find online, and they won't tell you about it unless you ask. You have to ask. Tip number 2, call around. Seriously, different pharmacies will have different prices on different drugs. You'll save a few bucks by finding the spot with the best deal. Tip number 3, buy in bulk. For the drugs you take regularly, buy a 90-day supply, even longer if you can. Now, one thing, check to make sure your insurance offers the same coverage for a 90-day supply as they do for a 30-day or whatever. Some insurers don't. Okay, my next 2 tips take a little more planning, but can be very worth it. Tip number 4, buy generics. When drug companies invent and launch new drugs, they put a ton of money into marketing them to you and your doctor. You've heard of some of the famous ones: Ambien, Lipitor, Zoloft, Viagra. The companies get a 20-year patent that gives them exclusive rights to sell it in America. They are the only game in town, so they can charge really big bucks. But after 20 years, other companies can copy the formula and sell generic versions, drugs that don't use the brand name but are chemically the same and they follow all the same FDA rules. I thought generics were like a less good version of the name brand, like the grocery store version of cornflakes. But it's not like that at all. And since most drugs don't cost that much to actually make, generics sell for way, way less. So, talk to your doctor. Ask if they'll prescribe a generic instead of the name brand. Most of the time they will. And if your doctor does request a name brand, your pharmacist just can't swap it in. So you have to ask before you leave the doctor's office. Tip 5. This one is all about reading the fine print. Now, bear with me, we're gonna go into the insurance weeds. I promise it's to help you save. Think of it like a game with really dense rules. The rule book here is called the Summary of Benefits and Coverage. It's a standard doc that your insurance company has to provide. It looks like this. This is a real summary of benefits. It's from Aetna. Page 2 of your plan summary explains what drugs they cover and how much you gotta pay. Let's say your doctor prescribes you the generic version of Ambien. It's called Zolpidem. Buy it from an in-network pharmacy, you'll pay $15. Out-of-network pharmacy, no coverage. You'll pay full price, maybe 50 or 60 bucks. And if you get brand name Ambien, 50 bucks in network, but out of network, you're gonna pay full freight, which can be over $700. It's worth doing the legwork. Your insurance company will also have a website where you can look up specific beds to get even more information about what and how much they'll cover. This can be really helpful for finding the best deals. Here's Aetna's medications website. Let's look up Zolpidem again. If you get the 10 or the 5 milligram tablet, you're good. They're both preferred generics, so you're gonna only pay 15 bucks. But 7.5 milligrams, not covered. Full price. What? Why? This doesn't make any sense. But that's why this research is worth doing, especially for meds that you need to take regularly or for really expensive ones. One more thing on insurance. If you're on Medicare, consider a Part D plan. Medicare Part D is an additional plan you buy that gets you coverage specifically for prescription drugs. You pay a Part D premium every month, but it could save you a bundle depending on the prescriptions that you need. This really helped my mom. She was looking at drug costs about $400 a month, and she couldn't afford that. So I helped her find a Part D plan that covered the drugs she needed, and those plans are just $35 a month. If that sounds familiar to you or one of your loved ones, check it out. Tip 6, try an online pharmacy. Online pharmacies can offer seriously low prices, even charging less than a typical insurance copay. And the savings can be bigger if you buy 6-month or year-long supplies. So what's the catch? Well, there are a few. They may not take insurance. Also, they charge fees beyond the price of the prescription, like shipping or annual memberships. And Online pharmacies are not always registered in every state, so they may not be able to ship to you. You gotta find one that serves your state. Finally, and most important, there are a lot of scams in this space. Be careful. Make sure that the online pharmacy where you are shopping is legit. Here are the online pharmacies that our friends at Consumer Reports reviewed a couple years back. Okay, one more thing. Millions of Americans save money each year by buying their medications in other countries, particularly Canada and Mexico. Drug prices are often cheaper outside of the US. Now, I want to be very clear here. It's illegal to cross the border to buy prescriptions. Now, the LA Times reports that that law is rarely enforced, but I'm never going to tell you to break the law to save money. Another point, buying drugs in other countries can put you at risk of getting ripped off. Many websites claim to sell drugs from overseas pharmacies, but in fact, they're just scams. The LA Times points to a website that lists licensed and certified Canadian online pharmacies. And the fact that any of this is even a thing at all is nuts. That anyone feels the need to go to another country and risk breaking the law or getting scammed to afford their damn medicine. It should not be that way, period, full stop. That is not on you. It's on the drug companies. We let them get away with charging ridiculous prices for a lot of drugs that are actually pretty cheap to produce. Personally, I want to see Congress step up and fix it. It was really good that President Biden capped insulin prices. We need more of that. At WorkMoney, we work hard to save you money, and that includes pushing Congress to stop letting pharmaceutical companies get away with highway robbery. Join us. Sign up at our website, workmoney.org. Score yourself some prescription drug coupons while you're there. I hope this video helps you out. I want to hear from you. What was really useful? What did I leave out? What tips have you found to save money on prescriptions? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, till next time, take good care.